everybody. This is A. Wilson. That ain't even just like a TI is. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Topic I'm going to talk to you today is about is music. It's not reviewing music. It's about music. But anyway, a couple of weeks ago, uh, Namani posted some pictures on her Instagram of her and Sierra at the uh, at the Airbnb upfront event. It was a nice event. First, they showed a picture with her and Sierra, and then they showed a picture of her and Lala, and then they showed a picture of her by herself. Those were some nice pictures. I'll put that in the video. And then, yesterday, she posted up a picture of her, and she was at some kind of fancy party, and she said she thanked some I can I'll put in the description of the name of the company, and she looked nice in that pretty long black dress, and so I just went on to the blog site. I think it was yeah, I think it was the neighborhood talk. I went on to the blog site because I was getting other I was getting other stories, and then I kept scrolling down. And I saw where Fifth Harmony is planning a reunion for their 10th anniversary. I said, huh, what? Is this for real? And so I got a screenshot of it anyway, and I didn't pay it no mind, so I just went on my Twitter page and I was scrolling over there, and then I seen it on Twitter, and it said page 6 says uh, 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 that Fifth Harmony is in talks to do a documentary and a small mini tour for the 10th anniversary of their album 727. I said, oh, this is right, this is correct, and stuff like that. And so it was about maybe a week ago or 2 weeks ago. They were saying, yeah, Fifth Harmony did a mini. When I saw that, it was on Twitter. Said Fifth Harmony did a mini reunion. I think that was from page 6, or I think that was from page 6 too. Said they did a mini reunion at the Chicago basketball game. So when they showed the picture and I saw the clip, I only seen Lauren, Donna Jane, and Allie. I didn't see Normani. I said, well, maybe Normani is out of town or going to see a boyfriend at one of his football tryouts or something, or something like that, or training. And then somebody posted another picture where they did show Normani and they were hugging Normani and stuff. And so I said, oh, they all at the game together. And then when this came out this week, I think that was last week when they showed them at the game, or either week before that. And this week they came out, and like I said on on the blog site, the neighborhood talk, because everybody was saying, "Oh, that'd be good." Then you had one or two old Camillanizers, or what they call themselves, talking about, they don't need to have no reunion without Camilla. It ain't good without Camilla. And then somebody was saying, yeah, yeah, you know why they got no money? No money is the most popular one right now out of the other three. And the two main ones is gonna be Lauren and what you call. And I said, no, all four of those girls are talented, but but uh and then I said all the girls are talented, but Normani has all of them have commercial all of them have commercial appeal to me. But if you go by what's going on now, all of them have all of them have commercial appeal, but Normani can reach a bigger fan base now that she's engaged to a football player, because she got that fan base, because of football fiance, and then he got her base because of music. So it's like they're like what you would call Sierra and Russell. They're like a celebrity couple now. But anyway, I didn't like that. And then somebody talking about, oh no, no, man, you keep on working on your solo career. And then somebody talking about she had a whole album out and flop. I said, what about Camilla? I said, Camilla had 3 flop albums. I said, but No Money album was not a flop. I said, if you're a really No Money fan, you already know what went on behind the scenes. So when I got on Twitter, the stuff was even worse. I mean, I mean, they had, it was like 50-50 on neighborhood talk. But it was like on Twitter, it was kind of the same, but it was more Camilla Niles. Or they gonna flop without her, or they gonna do that. And I said, with or without Camilla, those girls did good. I say, if they're doing the anniversaries for 727, Camilla jumped up and left before they could finish the album, so they had to finish the album as 4 instead of 5. I said, I don't like these Camilla fans coming out here trying to say stuff. Camilla is not the star that y'all thought she was. Even Wendy Williams is wrong when they first came out. I'm like, oh, that Camilla girl gonna be the star, gonna be a star, gonna be the breakout star like Beyonce. No, she didn't have the talent. And the only reason why she could dance because nobody made her look a crazy dancing, so she wouldn't practice on her dancing. But as far as the vocals, I don't care how much black rapper she had. Like I said back in the day on the first 2 albums, she could not sing live vocally. She's a she was what I would call the uh the uh the Jennifer Lopez of this generation. And like I said, I have done nothing against Jennifer Lopez. She's a real good, great actress, but as a singer and a vocalist, she is not. That's why they had to get people like Ashante and even A. Marie came out and said a couple of weeks ago how she leaked her song because they're gonna give it to J-Lo. So I don't care how much auto tuning they did, Camilla could not sing, and so the breakout singers were Lauren were Lauren Alley, were Lauren Alley, Donna Jane, and Normani. Now people were like me because Normani was so hidden back in the group. We didn't think she could sing. When she started doing them covers, especially one with Solange Knowles with Planes in the Sky, and I couldn't really tell who voice it was. But then when she came out and said, yes, she did that on her own, and she could always sing like that. And then she told herself before she put out motivation doing vocal coaching and vocal exercises in her voice. And when she did her album Dopamine, she had a lot of up tempo songs, but she also had some slow ballads. And she killed them slow ballads. And that's what I really liked about her album. I didn't mind the pop stuff and all that stuff. When she sung them slow ballads, baby, you could hear that vocal, you could hear that vocal training in that voice. You can hear vocal, you can hear the vocals, and she did some riffs and runs to some of the album. Her Dopamine album was a good album. And it's not our fault that her label didn't promote the album because that was a good album and stuff. And I know she had did a Jennifer Hudson in February because she was promoting that Freaky Tales movie and it was coming out. Now I never she promoted the movie, but I don't know how it did at the box office because I never saw any box office numbers. I never saw anything about the Freaky Tales movie. She was the only one who was like promoting the movie when it came out. But anyway, I'm here for Fifth Harmony reunion. Like I said on Twitter, with or without Camilla. But to me, Camilla don't need to be on the anniversary of 727 because she was not there. She quit. Now in the documentary, now if they do a documentary like they want to, they are gonna have to include her because if they start from the beginning until now, she was a part of it. And I know a lot of people feel the same way. And then some people were saying if they're gonna do four, they need to just say change the name and say Fifth Harmony Four. I was saying, yeah, they could do that. I say because Escape did that when Candy was on Housewives, and also when Latasha didn't want to join the group back when Candy joined. So it was Escape three and stuff like that. And then when they say, well, uh, 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 Tamika Tamika Scott also owns part of that name. So now Tamika Scott is with Tiny and Candy. That's why they went back to Just Escape. So what it is, like I said, I'm here for the reunion. And like my niece was telling me when I talked to her, I think last night or earlier today, and she said, yeah, a lot of people are looking for a new girl group. I was saying, yeah, because the only person out is Flo right now. I mean, they're still riding high off of cardboard box and stuff. I mean, their last album, Excess Denial, was good too, but it wasn't promoted like Cardboard Box and some of those singles. But anyway, but anyway, I hope they come back with a reunion and stuff like that. That's all I have for this video. This is A Wesley. That ain't even tells like a TI is. I am out.